Time now for Traveling with Francoise. Francoise Rhodes joins us to talk about a preserve right in our own backyard.
Natalie, I stumbled across this just going out to Sky Valley. If we go about 15 minutes, let's see, east on Ramon, left on Thousand Palms Road, you're going to run into the Coachella Valley Preserve. And it really is spectacular. Now, it is the home of the Thousand Palms Preserve, which is smaller, right in the middle of this 20,000 acre preserve that's located right here in the Coachella Valley. Now, when you walk in, limited parking, so you want to carpool, and it is free and open daily, but they are so particular over there. It is managed by the Center, I want to get this right, the Center for Natural Lands Management. I brought a map here. There's 25 miles of hiking trails, but what makes the Coachella Valley Preserve spectacular is the amazing old beautiful palm trees that are there and the crystal clear ponds, because they're naturally made from the earthquake seepage is what it's called. I'm getting all this straight. But the San Andreas fault line runs right across there. So the water comes up from underground and forms these ponds that are just spectacular, really gorgeous. Now, when you go over there, you want to wear hiking shoes because you're going to walk on wooden planks that go through these areas of sort of marshy land. Then you'll end up on rocky terrain. Then you'll actually end up in beach type sandy areas. And at this preserve, there's it's of course been around for a long time. Native Indians, Native Americans roamed the lands there. Just beautiful. There is a sacred area, and they are very particular about you staying on the paths, but truly amazing. There's a log cabin. You will go, there's the visitor center is actually a log cabin that was built by Paul Wilhelm, and he purchased 80 acres a long time ago before it became the preserve with 2 mules and a wagon.
Oh, wow.
So, and the log cabin is there, and you go in, like I say, you're going back in time, and you don't really know that these oases really exist in the valley and the desert. We think of just dry land, but they're spectacular.
It sounds amazing. I mean, you think of the desert and you think of this beautiful oasis, and who knew that it was so close to us?
So close, and I stumbled across it. Now, absolutely no dogs, so please remember that. And like I say, this is something that they want the visitors to know about, but yet they don't publicize it because they're worried that too many people will be there. No.
So when you talk about the hiking trails, you mentioned 25 miles of hiking.
25 miles, and I brought a map, and I think we showed it. I don't know if you can zoom in, but all the red is where a lot of the trails are. And they go in different areas. Like I say, the terrain changes. That's what makes it so fascinating, that the terrain, you'll be 1 minute climbing through rocky area, next minute it's sandy like you're on a beach.
Wow, so that it might be a little strenuous. It might be a good workout if you're looking for something new to do in the valley, right?
But definitely go. You can take your time. You can stroll, like a lot of families and kids, and there's so much wildlife over there as well. And it's so close. Who would think about it? Who would know?
You know, speaking of wildlife, do you happen to know any of maybe the animals that you might be able to see there?
Oh my gosh, they had, I forget, there was 300 species of birds, 200 of mammals, all sorts of desert wildlife. I mean, I know there's rabbits and lizards and just all sorts.
And standing so close to the fault line, I don't know, it's kind of scary to me.
And you can see it on the mountain, the ridge line. You can actually see the different lines, and it's spectacular. Like say, what a jewel that we have right here and so close.
Thank you so much, Francoise Rhodes. Thank you so much. Sports is up next on News Channel 3 in the morning, and the Palm Springs Indians are champions once again. Our camera crews were there to capture it all. Highlights and reaction from Serrano High School are on the way. You're watching KESQ, the Desert's news leader.